Hi folks, welcome to this Videos on Frontier video. My name is Jay Wakefield and, well, I thought I got this package in the mail today and I thought I would unbox it. Now you might be wondering what this is. Well, I had my birthday quite recently and my good friend Billy Coore, sometime last week, he gave me some money. He gave me about £25, or, well, he gave me 30 bucks, well, 35 bucks, when he realised what I wanted and realised I didn't have the money. He gave me 35 bucks. He said, Jay, I want you to go and buy something that you want and not something that you need. I want you to use this money and get yourself an old computer to tinker with. Very nice of Billy. Very much appreciate the money. Very much appreciate the gesture. I really appreciate it. But the present that Billy told me to buy for myself came today. So now we're away to unbox it. Oh no! There we go. Just wondering if you can see it. So, what we're going to do is actually going to open the box. As always, folks, be careful with knives as they can hurt you at any moment's notice, because I believe they have anger issues and therefore are a wee and a poo. I don't know which way is up on this box. It wasn't ever established because, yay, ambiguity. So strip it down. Doody do 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 doody 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 do. Alright, and in the box there is another box. No. Sorry box, I seem to have destroyed you. Oh dear. Oh no. Right, okay, here we go. So I'll just try and slide this box off of it without trying to cause damage. You've won a trip to the recyclers. Okay. Oh, okay. I haven't quite got wood, but I've got lots of cardboard. Some of you might already know what this might be. And I know from the get-go that some of you are not going to like it. However, I'm going to respond by not caring. Right. Millions of bubble wrap. And here it is. Now this, folks, is a Dell Dimension 4600. And yes, it is a black box Dell, it is a Windows XP machine, and yes, I know some people aren't going to like it, but like I said before, I really don't care. Because, well, Windows XP is going out of support on April the 8th, 2014, and as I film this video, the date is March the 27th, 2014, XP is still a very good system for older stuff. And, unfortunately, there's a lot of games that were made on XP that just aren't going to work on Windows 7. Or Windows 8, rather. So, let's have a wee look around this system. So we have, this is a Pentium 2.8 gigahertz with a gig of RAM, and it has a floppy drive and a CDRW DVD-ROM combi drive, DVD-ROM CDRW, Pentium 4 2.8, like I said. Got a headphone jack at the front, which I kind of expect. And then if we swivel it round, we have 6 USB 2 ports, a VGA card, I don't know which one it is, I'll have to find out, a Firewire card, and a regular ye old dial-up modem. We have an Ethernet port here, I believe it's 5.1 surround sound, some diagnostic lights, PS2 keyboard and mouse port, IEEE 1284 parallel printer port, RS232 serial port. So it's very nice. So, let's see if I can pull the side panel off. Been after a 4600 for some time. So, what I get is a mass confusion of cables, and it looks like the hard disk caddy fell out. Derp. Why did the hard disk caddy fall out? That's Hank. What? Yeah, I'm going to have to take a wee look at a service manual for this. We've got a power supply, we've got some Molex connectors. We have a parallel and floppy disk cables. I don't know why all these things have been disconnected. The floppy drive is disconnected. I think that's a floppy cable. I have to reconnect that. Yeah, it is a floppy cable. I can reconnect that quite easily. See, I'm not sure if I have any free IDE cables. I think I should do. There's a gig of RAM. And there's the video card. Probably should unscrew that and find out what it is. And then underneath this green shroud, which I've never been fully able to figure out how you remove it, is the heatsink and fan for the Intel Pentium 4 2.8 gigahertz Northwood edition, and it is quite dusty in here. I don't believe that this machine has necessarily been kept in the best of shape. However, it did only cost me $17.99 plus postage, so that's why it cost me more than $30 US. I didn't ship it from the States. I'm just, quoting the price, obviously in dollars, because that is what Billy sent to me. He actually sent me $30 US, and when it came to my PayPal account, obviously I converted it into pounds just so that I could actually spend it on stuff here. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to figure out how you mount this hard disk caddy, and I'll need to mount a hard disk. There's some tabs here, so maybe you slide it in. Whenever I've got these, I've always had them in one piece. Yeah, I'm hoping this is 3.5 inch. But yeah, so what I'll be able to do... Oh, there's manufacturing date, 14th of March 2003. Nice. I remember what I was doing that day as well. I was in school. I believe I was in the last lesson of the day. Yes, I was. The last lesson of the day, which was Systems and Control. And the fire alarm went off because some EJet who was in the other band, he actually told me he did this, decided to try putting paper in one of the plug sockets in the science class. Set the fire alarms off, and yeah. I don't know why I remember that. I really don't. But that wasn't actually a drill. That was actually a real bona fide emergency, as in the school had taken on an EJet. And then it was comic relief, and that was the first time I heard Westlife's song Tonight. And instead of the lyrics, so put your best dress on, and so put your best dress on, and let yourself in the arms of someone who wants to give you all the love you want. They actually say, so put your red nose on. Yay, cheesiness! Because obviously, Comic Relief, Red Nose Day, it's a charity thing in the UK every other year. You know, when you buy red noses, there's comedy and, you know, Great Big Show on BBC One, BBC Two. You know, you pledge money, it goes to help charities like Alzheimer's and people in Africa, that sort of stuff. Anyway, so that's what I was doing when this machine was built. So yeah, need to clean it up. I will attach a hard disk, and I think I'm going to go and attach a second optical drive, because that's what I want to do. So yes, I will get back to you once I've done that. Okay, now before I do anything with this system, I want to test it to see if it even posts. The eBay auction said it was working, but there was no actual pictures of it actually working. This is the wrong plug. Great, that's not what I wanted at all. However, this is a working one, I believe. I have loads of kettle plugs. I don't know where they've all gone. Doesn't necessarily help me. Right. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for a hard disk yet, but I'll find out. However, I've connected the keyboard and the monitor up to this system, so what I'll do is I'll plug it in, but first I'll try to find another kettle lead. Okay, so we have the machine plugged in. I've just connected the keyboard for now. Got one of these compact ones. So, smoke test! Well, there's power. Yes! Excellent. So the machine posts. So what do we have? Oh, it's a 2.66 GHz processor. Then, that's high. What? 2.5 inch floppy drive. SATA primary hard drive, unknown device. SATA secondary drive, off. Primary master drive, CD-ROM device. Primary slave drive, off. Secondary master drive, off. Secondary slave drive, off. ID drive UDMA, on. Let's have a look. Memory section. Oh, it's actually got 1.5 gigs. That's good. 333 megahertz, single channel mode, AGP aperture 128 megs, CPU information, CPU speed normal, bus speed 533 megahertz, processor ID F27 2.66 gigahertz. Integrated device, everything is on. Power management, suspend mode S3, AC power recovery off, low power mode disabled, system security, never mind, keyboard numlock, blah blah blah. Auto power on, no. OS install mode, I've never really known what that is. IDE hard drive acoustics mode bypass, system event log, asset tag. So, yeah, and well, it's nearly right as the time. So let's correct that. So the time is 17:27, and today is March the 27th, 2014. So yes, the machine is working. I wonder, I should probably try it with, I should probably try the system with some sort of bootable Linux disk. Gens. And you might be wondering why I'm wanting a distro of Linux at all. It's really quite simple. Linux is a superior operating system. So there we are. So you might be wondering why I wanted one of these. Well, it's actually quite simple, really. I wanted a Dell Dimension 4600 because, well, I wanted. I've just seen something extremely funny. Have a look at this. It was. Newegg had one job. Look at this. Optical drive, optical disk drive, DVD Rambo. Yeah, right. Oh. Oh wow, DVD Rambo. That's the funniest thing since I was reading out a Trolls keyboard match on Rockin' Waves last night. All I can say about that is word, 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 erg, 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 word, 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 word. Herpa derp derp. Herpa derp 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 herpa derp derp. I think I plugged in speakers as well. I'm not sure, did I? Best actually check that. Oh, yes it is. Plus I want to see what graphics is in this because it's an external card. It'd be nice to see what's in here. What I would like for this system is an FX 5200. I'm just thinking the hard disk seek light isn't going, but of course it won't go. Hang on a minute, I'll plug in a mouse. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to plug it into a PS2 port at the back, but you know, to save me wasting USB ports. I mean, I know it's got a lot, but you know, there's really no reason why, you know, the mouse needs to be on USB if I can PS2 it. Right, and the base unit will go down on the floor underneath the desk. So I'm going to go into, I think, the hardware drivers. I don't know if that's the right one. No proprietary drivers are in use for this system. Well, of course they're not. Herp it out. Software services? Software sources even? Update manager, install, no. Hardware testing, no. Gens, what do I go into? Oh, I know exactly what I do. I open a terminal window, and what I do is I type in LSPCI. And then basically what that will do is that will tell me exactly what's in the system. So, I happen to know that it's an ATI Rage Pro 128 Ultra TF. All I can really say that is WTF. An ATI Rage? Really? 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 You think that that's going to suffice? You think that that's a good card for that system? You think so? Well, I'll have a look in the cupboard. I might have something a wee bit better. So, there you have it. The system does actually seem to be working. So, I will install a hard drive in here, and I'll see what I've got in terms of a graphics card. I might even actually hook this up using DVI. And, yeah. So, and I'm definitely planning on putting a DVD burner in here because I like dual DVD drives. This is only a DVD Rambo, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut it down. So the system doesn't really look like much, but it is working. So, yay, Dell! No, what I was saying is, I really want a 4600 because I really would like, I really wanted, an XP era machine. Yes, XP is going out of support, but XP XP based systems will, I think, accrue in value. But not only that, it will play games that aren't necessarily available on Windows 7 or Windows 8. Well, hang on. What I mean is it'll play games that won't necessarily play on Windows 7 or Windows 8. It will also, let me think, what else will it do? Also, the reason that I wanted this particular system is because, well, I like Dells. Okay, cut, print, I admit it. I do like Dells. But there's a good reason I like Dells. It's not because I'm necessarily a Dell fanboy. It's more because I know it'll work. My engineering experience, and this came up in the chat in Rockin' Waves last night. I was doing a show, and this came up on the chat. There was someone who was like, well, no, I don't like them. They're terrible. Dells are awful. They're, basically pieces of crap, generic, all the usual arguments that go to computers that folk don't like. But, I've worked, with computers, and, I know that Dells are actually pretty good. But why a 4600? Why not a 2350? Well, it's quite simple. It is actually... The 4600s are actually a lot better built. They have AGP, they have better capacitors, whereas the 2350s caps tend to blow. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, I recently helped Billy to replace I bought Billy a motherboard to replace, a 2350 motherboard to replace the one in his, because unfortunately his broke. Bit of a shame. But I mean, these Dells, even, bad caps aside, they are very usable. UXW Bell, for example, on his show, don't watch this. Fantastic show, by the way. And I'm not just saying that because I think UXW Bell might be watching, although if you are watching, hey Bell, I'm very honoured that you're watching my video. But UXW Bell has been running his show. His music computer was a Dell Dimension 2300, and it's only now starting to develop a character. That computer of his has basically, played some of the best music I've ever, been introduced to. And they are fantastic machines. I love these XP era Dells. I must admit it, I do. I think they're fantastic. And I'm glad I finally managed to get one. Okay, I had the Dell Optiplex 170L, and I'm going to be honest. I miss it. I miss it. The only reason I got rid of it is because I needed room, you know? I had to get rid of my office last year and basically had to get rid of the Dimension. The Optiplex. And I regret doing it. But I now have this one, and yeah, I'm going to put some bits in it. You know, make it a bit nice. Anyway. Herpaderp. Anyway. I think I will actually end this video. Well, I'm not. I think I will actually cut while I get some parts installed, and I will come back to you once I've actually installed them. Okay, so now let's do some work on the machine. First off, this was the only drive I could find. The data drive for my 2006 custom build. And yes, some of you aren't going to like this. It's a Maxter 120 gig drive, but it works. So that's going in. Also, I have a DVD Rambo drive, of course. And I will replace it with a DVD writer. I thought I had one, but I don't. An extra IDE cable. And of course I will need to plug in a floppy drive as well. So, what I plan to do is I'll just put everything just to the one side for the moment. This is a Samsung 80 gig drive. Nice. Please excuse me. I'll just unplug this just for now. And there we go. I need this on the ground. Well, I need this side on so I can actually screw in the hard disk caddy. Right. So, first things first. Blink. So, the front is off and I need to remove this blanking plate here. So, best way to do it is to sneeze because of all the dust. I forget how you do this. Hang on a minute. Oh yeah. That's how to do it. Before I do anything, I will insert the new DVD drive. I found some screws as well. I'm going to use cable select. Right, what did I do with that IDE cable? I got it. It's actually a slightly different colour to the other drive. And this screwdriver might not work so well, but it's all I really have. I do plan on getting a full-size toolkit. Right. Whoops, there we go. That's it screwed in. And I will just remove this plug temporarily so we can get the IDE cables plugged in. I wonder, this one's on cable select. I don't know how this one's jumpers have been set. Okay, so I'm very sorry about the massive jump cut, but what happened is I was away working on the computer, and I didn't realise I'd run out of memory and that the filming had stopped. So what have I done then? Well, originally I was going to install a 120GB Mac storage drive, which still works, but unfortunately it's only 5400 RPM, and I found that it was bogging the system down and making it sluggish. So I've actually had to borrow some parts from the a.k.a. biscuit. I've installed the 160GB SATA drive in there. The machine does have 2 SATA ports. And I've also installed, while I was in there, I thought, do you know what? Why not? And I've installed the DVD writer drive. I can actually focus on it. And the DVD Rambo drive is the same. And I've basically just swapped the parts from the a.k.a. biscuit, which is also a dual drive setup. So this has now got a CD writer. I do plan to replace this with a DVD burner at some point, because a Windows Vista /7 era machine that can't burn DVDs in my eyes is a wee bit wrong. Anyway, the graphics card that's in here is not a Radeon 9250, I suspected. It is, in fact, an NVIDIA GeForce 5200, an FX 5200, which is fantastic, really. Unfortunately, the floppy drive doesn't work, so I am still going to need to have a look for one of those. And it is running Windows POS Ready 2009. Yes, I think that is absolutely fantastic. What I plan to do now is install Office 2003, and then I plan to I then plan to run my 9i installer to actually just let it install a few programs. You know, just let it sit there, after which I will then run Windows Update. Because it's perfectly possible, as you've seen before in my videos, to do that with Windows POS Ready 2009. But, as you can mostly see, if I go into Device Manager here, the drivers are all installed. Display adapter, NVIDIA GeForce FX 5200. Disk drive, I'm running on a Samsung HD16 1HJ, 7200 RPM drive, by the way. I also have an HLDT ST DVD ROM and an OptiArc DVD-RW drive, which is absolutely fine by me because my main desktop has got 2 OptiArc DVD burners and they seem to be working fine. Okay, so now I'm going to go off and install Office 2003 and I'll regroup back with you then. So, just a couple of things about the Dell Dimension 4600. Well, first off, I've got a cup of tea. And second off, Office 2003, like Windows XP, loses support on the 8th of April. And I find that quite sad. Because no matter how much you try and push the ribbon interface forward, there's still going to be a lot of people who like the traditional layout of Office. And who can blame them? I mean, I can see merits of both layouts, but sometimes a ribbon can be a wee bit difficult. It can be difficult to find things on the ribbon format. Seriously. But yeah, I mean, I've gotten used to it because I mean I've been using the ribbon UI ever since Office 2007. I've been using it basically since March of 2007. And I mean, I do like Office. I do like the later versions of Office. Outlook has always been really quite good. Outlook 2013 especially is fantastic. But, I mean, I understand that there's a lot of folk that, you know, still like the older versions. You know, and I think that's okay too. And really, why upgrade? You know, I mean, it's like if you use, there's really not much difference in the way that Word works. Even some of the advanced features, you know, it's pretty much a same old thing. You know, okay, there's better design. You know, there's better design tools in Office 2007 and above, and you know, and of course, you know, with each version of Office, online connectivity, integration, and collaboration has came one step closer. You know, with every version of Office, you know, first thanks to SharePoint in 2007, and you know, SkyDrive and what have you, you know, and then with Office 2013, it's complete integration with OneDrive, formerly known as SkyDrive. You know, you've got Office 365. You actually have to sign in to Office now, you know, using your Microsoft account. And a lot of people don't like that either. Sorry, you don't have to sign in, but if you do, it means you've got complete, you know, your Office experience is the same on all computers. It saves your settings. It does things like that. And I know, and one thing I do like about Word 2013 is the fact that, I mean, I'm currently working on a computer course book for Aberdeen Action on Disability, and whenever I open it up, whichever computer I do it on, my laptop or my desktop, it'll just open up, and it'll actually have a wee note, it'll have a wee pop-up saying, oh, this is where you were working on before, and I can just click that, and it'll take me straight back to where I was working. That is cool. I mean, that's okay, it's only a matter of a few seconds, but I mean, it saves time. You know, it saves you getting distracted trying to find where you were, because you might not have always been at the bottom. It actually just goes, boop, there you go, that's where you were. And I really like that. And it does it computer to computer as well, you know, across whichever computers you happen to be signed in on Office. And now you've got Office Online, so if you've got an Office 365 subscription, you can take it with you. You can get onto Word, you know, and work on documents on machines that don't necessarily have Office excuse me, installed, and now you've got Office for the iPad and Android as well. Well, even the iPhone. Anyway, for old time's sake, here is Office 2003. Ah yeah, ah yeah, ah yeah, this version of Word nice. It's fantastic. I don't care what you say, I love Office 2003. How can you not like this interface? Seriously, how? It's beautiful. I was blown away when I saw the betas in Windows XP magazine in June 2003. I really was. Oh look, some Windows updates have come out to play. And it's all secure. Well, there's a lot of security updates, naturally. And .NET Framework, that likes to take up a lot of space. Well, it likes to take a long time to install as well. So I'll let that go ahead and install. So now that Office is installed and the first batch of Windows updates are done, what I'm actually doing now is I'm using a program called Ninite Installer. What I did was, you can go to ninite.com and select programs to download, and what this will do is it will make your own custom installer that will please excuse me, it will automate the installation and updating of these programs. So as you can see, I've got quite a few in here. So I've got Firefox, I've got Opera Chromium, the latest version of Opera, I've got Google's Chrome, I've got Silverlight, Adobe Air, Java, Shockwave, Google Talk, WinRAR, ImageBurn, FileZilla, TeamViewer, Audacity, VLC Media Player, Skype, Spotify, Google Drive, Dropbox, GIMP, iTunes, QuickTime, .NET, Paint.NET, Java Development Clip, Eclipse, and Google Earth. These are all programs that I use at one time or another, and it's it's nice if on my machines I can actually just make this 9.8 installer. Although I might make a smaller one for older machines. It might be an idea, because I'm guessing there's a few of these programs I'll probably not use on here. I might uninstall at a later time, but for now, that's what I'm going to do. As you can see, there's programs just installing now. Opera Chromium is downloading, and on my desktop it actually will download, and it'll download two at a time. So while one's downloading, the other can be installing. But I guess on a Pentium 4 2.66 it might not be possible. You see, the ad did say that this was a 2.8, and I'm a wee bit disappointed that it isn't. But the machine does work. But, you know, there's a wee bit... Ah, now it's doing that. Installing one, downloading another. Maybe it won't download two at the same time. So if Chrome is a small program to download, then, yeah. Oh, look. Oh, okay. So I'll let that download. There is one tiny, tiny downside to 9.8. Look at the mess it's made on my desktop. Look at it. Anyway, shouldn't be too hard to fix. Just select all the icons apart from Opera and Eclipse, which doesn't have a start menu shortcut, and then go bye-bye. There we go. That's them gone, and me with a tidy desktop, which I can populate with icons that I actually feel matter. For example, Microsoft Word. And I'll actually call it Microsoft Word. And look at that. It's not going ... That looks untidy. Right. So there you have it. All sorts of lovely jubbly programs have been installed. And now my Dropbox is still updating, but it says it's got 21 minutes left. Downloading 9 files, it must be big ones. Now I'm going to complete the Windows Update process. So now I'm installing WorkSuite 2006. I must admit, I do like these Express installers. And, you know, it actually knows that I've got Word installed, so it won't make a fuss. I don't actually have to go and install the plugin manually. The Word add-in manually. It detects that Word is installed and just says, oh, okay, time to install an add-in. So Microsoft really did up their game with the WorkSuite installer. Oh, and the fact that you can actually just automate it. All I have to do is be there to do the disk switching. Like, for example, now, I need to switch over to disk 4. Although I really wish I did have this version of WorkSuite on a DVD. It seems to be a bit of a lucky dip, really, with it. Just getting a DVD. Getting a CD. Drop the disc in the drive and... Oh, okay. It's not recognising it. Can't understand. Oh, it's because I put the wrong disc in. I went straight to disc 5. Derp. I wasn't supposed to do that. And now it's going to install the last program that it needs, Microsoft Autoroute. Everything else has been installed. I just need to run Windows Update as well. So let's have a look at what's installed so far. I've got Avast CPU ID, Dell accessories, Dropbox, FileZilla, Gadwin print screen, games from the Microsoft Plus for Windows XP Super Pack. Plus for Windows XP works on point of sale ready 2009. Google Drive, Google Earth, Google Talk, Image Burn, and programs. Thomas the Tank Engine building the new line. That is a game that I'm actually going to review in one of my next videos. So keep an eye on that. iTunes, Java and the Java Development Kit, Microsoft Image 2006 Standard Edition, which comes with WorkSuite 2006, Microsoft Encarta Encyclopedia Standard 2006, Office 2003, Outlook with Business Contact Manager, Microsoft Silverlight, Microsoft Works, QuickTime 7, Skype, TeamViewer 9, and I need to change the disk again, VLC Media Player, WinRAR, ZoomText 9.1, Audacity, GIMP 2, Microsoft Money, Microsoft Office PowerPoint Viewer 2003, which comes with Works, Microsoft Plus, like I said before, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Paint.net, Spotify, and Windows Media Player 11 actually comes with Windows POS Ready 2009, although you can obviously choose just not to install it at all. In fact, you can choose, apart from Internet Explorer, you can actually choose whether or not to install, particular parts of Windows POS Ready 2009, and that is what I like. That is one of the things I like about it. As soon as I've sorted this out, oh yeah, and I wanted to install my actual printer, so I've got this. Yep, I do want to install that printer. Obviously, network printers do take a while to install because they're on a network, especially when everything's being shared wirelessly. It does kind of, on Wireless G, it does kind of tend to be a wee bit of a bottleneck. No, I don't want to. Oh yeah, I will set it as a default printer. And there you have it. That's the printer installed. And as you can see, it's offline because the printer is off. Because I don't need it at the moment, so why have it wasting electricity for something that I don't need switched on? So WorkSuite is almost installed. So this is the longest part of the setup of any Windows XP / Windows POS Ready 2009 machine. Windows Update. In fact, I'm actually wondering if this is even doing anything, because it should not take this long for Windows Live Essentials to install, and I kind of think something's up and crashed. I really do. It's been at 54% for the Windows Imaging Component hotfix. Do you know what? I might just cancel this and then let the rest of the Windows updates install. And then I'll install it on its own separately, because it is taking a while, and now the computer's actually doing something. The hard disk LED is quite dim on this machine. I can't understand why that might be, because normally you'd think it would be the power LED as it's on more. It's obviously, it would be more warm. But oh no. Anyway, so now it's I'm just wondering actually if this Windows session needs restarted. Actually, it's normally Windows Update doesn't do this, but it kind of seems to me. Oh no, it is doing stuff. Yep, it's actually working now. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. No, it just took ages on that. On the Windows Live Essentials, it was... I personally think something in it crashed. I hate when that happened. Having similar issues, try to install Microsoft Outlook with the Business Manager. In fact, I don't think it's even installed. Yep, now it's on update 22. Installing update for Office 2003. You know, I do wish that... You know, it's going to sound... I wish they'd put out more... I wish you could get a combined update thing. You know, that you can install on a... You know, get a load of updates and install them. You know, download them, install them as one package kind of thing. Almost like a service pack. I mean, yeah, Service Pack 3 came out for Windows, but then again, Windows is hideously out of date now, so... Yeah, but still. And I think it is easier to install a Service Pack of updates combined than to install all the updates separately. But then again, Service Packs usually bring with them some features or fixes that the separate updates didn't have. You can't just make, you know, a collection of updates that does not a Service Pack make. So, yeah. I don't know, I mean, I think I'd love to be able to just download a load of Windows updates and then be able to install them offline. Because, you know, certainly having to download the updates every time you service a computer it's just, well, it's more of a pain than anything. When I was on my dongle, before I moved... Well, when I moved, I had to put up with a mobile broadband dongle for ages, and it really made me appreciate it, you know, just having broadband. It really did. You know, it does. You know, when you've got a data cap, it makes you appreciate having unlimited even more. You know, and it makes you appreciate things that you normally wouldn't think about, like Windows has got to do some updates. Well, you know, when I was on the dongle, I actually grew to fear that. Oh, Windows has got to update, because, you know, maximum I could get was 7 gigs. You know, with, you know, because I'm a high bandwidth user, you know, I use a lot of Skype, you know, I do a lot of downloading like this, you know, so 7 gigs goes quite quickly, and it really makes you think. Luckily now I've got my unlimited back, but, yeah. So I'm just going to let this continue. We're on update 24 now, and I'll get back to you once Windows Update has finished and it's all up to date. About as up to date as Windows POS Ready 2009 and Office 2003 can be, anyway. Here it is. It is now Sunday the 30th of March at 8:15. So, we have now crossed over from Greenwich Mean Time into British Summertime while doing this video. Great, it's taken me that long to do. However, the that was because I was installing Windows updates. They are now installed. And do you remember how at the start of this video, this system had 1.5 gigs of RAM? Well, here's the half. I took it out. I just didn't want it in there anymore. And I'll tell you for why. I was parting out another system I acquired online. And, well, I found another gig stick. So I thought I'd throw that one in. I could have kept this 512 meg stick in the system, as the machine has 4 RAM slots. But, by taking it out and just having 2 gigs, one in each alternate slot, I've actually put this system into dual channel mode. But now, we're ready to start her up. Yeah, it can sometimes take a while for this TV to catch up. So what happened was this system posted. Well, the screen was off. Thanks, Obama. So now I'll go and type in my password and turn this camera light off. Well, isn't that nice? Welcome, Jay. I like that. Always have done. Of course, now it's just over a week until XP ceases to be supported. But this isn't Windows XP. This is Windows POS Ready 2009. And I've installed programs. More programs, a couple more programs, and more programs. Oh, with a side order of application software programs. Yay, lots of installed items. So, what do I have on here? Accessories, the Dell stuff, Cyberlink Media Show Cyberlink Power DVD, Dell accessories, Dropbox, FTP client, Gadwin print screen, Microsoft Plus for Windows XP, Google Chrome, Google Drive, Google Earth, Google Talk, ImageBurn, Infograms, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Building a New Line, a game of which I am going to be reviewing in the not too distant future. Java, the Java Development Kit, including the new Java Mission Control and the reference documentation, Microsoft WorkSuite 2006, Microsoft Office 2003, Serverlite, QuickTime, Skype, Startup. No, I didn't install Startup, but Dropbox has been installed in Startup. TeamViewer, VLC Media Player, Windows Live Essentials, that actually did install after I restarted the computer and tried the install again. Zoom Text 9.1, Apple Software Updater, Audacity, Internet Explorer 8, Mozilla Firefox, the Opera browser, Paint.net, Spotify, and Windows Media Player. So yeah, let us go, I don't know, WorkSuite, usually a good place to start. WorkSuite 2006, with Works 8.x, I can't remember exactly which version of Works it is, but it's yeah. This. And I've been through this before, and I like how Works 8 has gone for more, an organisation-centric user interface. You've got your calendar, you've got your appointments. Basically, it's a poor man's Outlook, except for instead of having a side order of email, it's got a side order of just about everything else. And of course, even though WorkSuite 2006 comes with Word 2002, it is in fact compatible with Word 2003, which can only mean one thing: swish. And dictionary lookup. What does that take me to? Oh, it takes me to something that looks like... What? Roid. Oh, nice, nice. I honestly thought that was the shortened term of hemorrhoid. Right, okay. I didn't expect that to come up. Yeah. Normally dictionaries start with A, not hey, why don't we put an abbreviation so we'll confuse people when they're playing Scrabble and they're not allowed half the letters that they're playing with? Seriously, one of the staff members at Penumbra, I won't mention names, but if you're watching, you know who you are. You're unbeatable! I can't beat you at Scrabble! So I'll install it to this computer and practice. Or maybe I'll go on Encarta 2006 and look for an article. I don't know. Let's type in Scrabble. Hope I've not put too many B's. Scrabbable. Scrabbable. Scrabble, a proprietary crossword game in the... Oh, this needs to be enlarged, doesn't it? A proprietary crossword game in which points are scored by forming interlocking words, crossword puzzle style on a board of 15 by 15 squares. Letters are valued from 1 to 10 points depending on the frequency of their appearance in the language being used, and may be played on bonus squares, doubling or tripling their value in order to increase a player's point count. Players hold 7 letters at any one time, and a 50-point bonus is awarded to a player who uses all 7 tiles in a single turn. Any words listed in a standard dictionary are permitted, except those only spelt with an initial capital letter, abbreviations, prefixes, and suffixes, and words needing apostrophes and hyphens. Foreign words, that is, loan words which have been absorbed into a language, are allowed. Any word may be challenged before the next player begins his or her turn. So this computer is now very educational. It is also very productive, thanks to the use of not only Microsoft Office, but Microsoft Digital Image 2006, Standard Edition, Editor, and Library. So let's have a look at the editor. Very snappy interface. Looks kind of nice on this widescreen monitor. So now we've got a picture of my Alpha Smart word processor. What can we do with that? Yeah. So we could auto fix the colour. That's not really helped. We could exposure auto fix. Now that has helped quite a lot. We could contrast auto fix. Not really helped. We could levels auto fix. Yeah, that kind of looks okay, except the Alpha Smart is more aqua. And then we could camera phone autofix. Really, this is kind of showing its age. So yeah, there we go. That picture now looks a lot better than the original. Nice. We could also adjust the colour. So and then we can reset it because it looks absolutely terrible. I've made it look like I'm under the sea. And then just use the colour auto fix, which has already been done. Brightness and contrast, fix red eye, U-sharp mark. And then we could do some more fancy stuff, like we could format the picture so we can rotate, crop, straighten, resize, or flip. Or we can add some effects like antique, black and white, negative, or freehand painting. So, I don't know. So I could... and I don't like that, so I'll get rid of it. Effects, edges, soft, highlighted, so I can make it look like some trippy neon thing. Except it's not working. Oh, right, the edges of the actual photo. Ah, right, not the edges, not trying to enhance the lines. I could stamp, or I could use a frame. Let's have a look. General, so I could go to hobbies, leisure, food, collage. I always read that as college. I'm like, why? It's like, or love. Photo collage. Actually, I really like that one. That is nice. That is nice. Photo project. If your picture is in the files palette, drag it onto the collage. Oh man. Trouble is, man, this is like a portrait frame, man, and that's like a landscape pic. So no, I don't want it. I don't want it. I think it smells, and I think it should go away. So I can have either text or shaped text. I remember this from the word art thing in Microsoft Publisher. Had millions of fun with that. Shapes, more shapes. Can you download some? Oh wow, nice. Multicolored shapes. I used to have an ex-girlfriend who had a dress very similar to that. Except her dress was red, green and blue alternating stripes. So, and white. So, let's, oh, there's your text here. Oh my goodness, what? It's put things there that I didn't realise. I just clicked something and it's just like, oh, okay, you want it there? Yeah, fine. No, I don't. Let me actually click where I'd want it. Okay, so let's see, I want to write some text, so, yay. So, there we go, I've got, yay Alpha Smart 3000. Those were issued to us at school, which was very nice of them. Thanks, school! And I can, just adjust the font. I wonder if I can make this text look a wee bit fancy. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm pretty sure I'm in the wrong area to do it. But nevertheless, what we'll do is I will stretch this box over, right the way over. And I will center align it because it looks better that way. I will embolden it. I will add colour. Flattening objects. No! What did I say? I wanted to flatten it. Oh, right. Improve colour, but... Oh, no, the colour for the text is over here. So, I don't know, let's choose pink. Nope, one can barely see that. I wonder if one could make the text. I can hear a foghorn. Yay, purple text. Okay, so it's purple text saying yay Alpha Smart 3000, and then what I can do is I can save this to a file. I'll save it as a plot file. And then, what do? Do I export it? Or have I just ruined the photo? I'm pretty sure I haven't overwritten the original. So let's go to my documents. There we go. And then if I wanted to, I could go and print it on my network printer, which is actually just a regular printer on a regular computer shared. So, it's got a 5200 in it, has this machine. Let's test its gaming prowess. So, there were many awesome games in the mid-2000s for which I could actually test this machine. Half-Life 2, The Sims 2, many of the Need for Speeds, maybe Roller Coaster Tycoon, SimCity 4. I'm just trying to think what games actually were out during the time. You know, that people were actually playing. Colin McRae 04, Colin McRae 05, Formula 1 games, many of them, the FIFA football games, Halo, pretty much anything else by Valve Software. So, what do you think I've went with? Yep, you are right. I've went with Big Rigs. Well, yeah. There's a good reason I went with this, and that is basically so that I could, well, if I'm honest, laugh at it. I mean, I've heard all sorts of things about this game, and AVGN's response to it alone, AVGN's review of this game alone, made me want to play it. Right. I promised myself that when I got this computer I would install and play this game. Right, okay. Oh. Oh, it's everything I dreamed of and more. Oh, yes! Oh, wow, this is an amazing truck. Oh no, there's some houses! Absolute carnage is going to happen! Oh, the humanity... Oh, wait. No, sorry. My bad. I kind of thought, but never mind. I thought I might pop in. Yeah, right enough. Just brings a whole new meaning to the term drive-through. Let's actually play a race on this thing. See if I can get the... yeah. Oh my goodness, I thought I was toast. Ah! Apparently in this game you can't lose. Could be quite good for me, that. I'm absolutely crap at gaming. Hey villagers, nice to see you. See, I can't believe it. This is actually, well, no. I'm so glad I had a wee preemptive shot of Thomas the Tank Engine before I, set it out to review it. Otherwise, this game here would have been the first game that I'd ever actually tried on my Dell Dimension 4600. Although it's the first game I'm going to be videoed showing. Ah! I keep It's kind of a good thing that you can drive through things, because the controls are blooming terrible. Look. Let's bring some science to the party. Jings. I mean, I know trucking games. Oh wait, is this... No. How long is this track? Ah! I'll back up because obviously I made a mistake. I'm outside of the game. Even the truck doesn't want in the game. This really is as bad. I honestly... I mean, you see it in other people's video. Now it's disappeared. Look at this. It's making a bid for freedom. Have you seen this? I am going at... Well, my speed keeps increasing. But my speed is in the quadruple digits. Seriously. I mean, they say that the Austin Allegro is more aerodynamic going backwards than it is going forwards. But it can't do this. Oh my goodness. 3,500 miles an hour. We're going to go for the minus 4,000 miles an hour. We're quite obvious. Are we going to... Seriously? And it's accelerating faster as well. I'm pretty sure we've the sound barriers in tatters, but I wonder when we're going to be going MC squared miles an hour. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The speedo just keeps going faster and faster. Not only is the speed going up exponentially, but so is the acceleration. Oh my goodness. Oh wow! And not only can it go really, really fast, but it can stop. When going backwards, it can stop on a sixpence. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Seriously. I'm outside the game world. Oh, okay. So you've really got no choice. You can either... That is not quit to Windows. That is... I'm going to select my rig. Oh no, I've lost... Oh yeah, you've got to win all the races to get... I thought that said Megane, but... Mega one! Yes, I'm going to drive the Mega one. Now I can drive in Devil's Passage, Devil Passage 2, or Forgotten Road 1, or Night Ride, or Small Town Road. Okay then. Maybe I should race the fast road. I'm thinking it might be the smallest track, although I am not sure, really. I want to see if I get your winner. Wake up, sleepyhead. It knows it's bad. It takes a while to load because it's like, well, I really don't want to. Oh, Crevens! The truck's actually moving! Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to be beaten at this thing. That'd be like being unfriended by Tom on MySpace. Nearly said something naughty then. This truck does not handle it all well. You've got to preemptively brake in the next time zone. I love how the speedo, the digital readout, has actually got 4 decimal places. I mean, it knows what it did. I think the fact that I can go in reverse faster than I can go forward and leave the game world entirely. I'm surprised it doesn't. I'm wondering if I had any other games installed apart from Thomas on this machine. In fact, I'm surprised the truck doesn't back into the island of Sodor. I mean, that would be cool if I could have the truck basically go into any other games that I've got installed. Do you know what? I'm pretty sure I need to go through all those, so I'm actually gonna back up. I should be back through it in no time. The thing is, this takes... I mean, it's like, if you go forward, it'll just keep rolling. You know, but if you go backwards... it immediately stops. I think they built the truck backwards. I bet... This is awful. I want an accelerator pedal, although I'm not sure that this game even knows what an analog controller would be, let alone know how to support it, because oh, damn it. Prepare to go backwards again. Perfect save. Ah! Seriously? How are you supposed to even drive this thing? You get an idea for how Top Gear were driving in those trucks in Burma. I think I would do if I was playing this on a laptop while falling down a flight of stairs. That probably would be, you know, more akin to Top Gear. Yeah, but how they were experiencing it. Oh, yeah, falling down a flight of stairs in a kiln, maybe. A kiln. Kiln? I knew someone called Kiln. Great. So when is the race over? Is what it... Look, it goes off the side. AVGM is... Hang on a minute. So if I'm on lap 1 of 1... Your winner! Your winner! The other truck was waiting on me. Seriously, it was waiting on me. Right. I'm going to see if I can actually print screen when that happens. Your winner. I want that in a t-shirt. Seriously, it is a facepalm moment. I love it. It's terrible. Oh my goodness, if you're in for a laugh, if you have a massive sense of humour and you cannot stop seeing the funny side of things, this game is for you. You'll have a riot. For everyone else, keep looking. Might I suggest Truck Simulator by SCS Software? Absolutely amazing. And that concludes this particular video. Once again, I would like to thank Billy for having bought me this machine. Very, very, very grateful for that, Billy. I really do appreciate it. I would also like to thank you all for watching. And please do feel free to subscribe if you liked what you saw. Also, if you like what I do, please like us on Facebook. Or like my channel on Facebook. The URLs for the channel and the Facebook page will follow. But until then, thank you for watching, and please join me for my next video.